Theoretically, we have finished three-step process of writing, which is usually applicable to almost any type of writing. Whether you write a report, an email, a letter, a memo, a notice, or whatever you write, it is better to follow this three-step process of writing. So now let's take one example from email writing. Okay, what is an email and how do we apply this three-step process in email writing? Now let's go to the planning and email writing. Planning email message. Attention to etiquette is vital with email communication. So first of all, when we plan about email message, we should give high priority to the etiquette. Etiquette means corporate behavior. It's a manner, it's a business manner. It includes both the language and the way you behave, the way you address, and the way you communicate with the people. So etiquette, some people often say etiquette, plays very vital role, and you should think about etiquette when you plan the business message. It means to whom you are writing and what sort of words you should use, and the way you address the person is very important at planning step. Second one is you need to be sure about to respect the chain of command. So when you are writing business message in an email format, so at that time you should respect the chain of command. And third one is there is a great risk of misuse and overuse of emails. So whenever we plan about email message, we should be very careful about misuse and the overuse of emails. So let's take one example. A business person can receive more than 50 emails per day. So it is very difficult to go through each and every emails and respond them properly. So while writing email or while planning about email, you need to think about that it should be different than the spam. It should have unique subject line, and the subject matter should be different than the the spam or any sort of the non-use or less important emails. And the next one is writing email message. Young professionals often take email as for personal communication, so they do not care while writing an email. It is said that careless writing might save your time, but it costs your readers time. So young professionals, since they engage a lot in social media and social network, and they also use email writing, but they are using emails for personal communication. Whenever they jump to the business world, they often take email writing as a personal, so they do not care that much while writing an email, but it may cost a lot. You cannot write an email, without careful, attention. So if you write an email without proper care, it may be okay for you, but it may cost your receiver's time. He may not understand it, so that he maybe. Let me give you one example. If you do not write a professional and clear email to your audience, so they may have to write back to you for the clarification. It really spends the time, and it is the extra energy that the audience have to spend regarding your writing. So it is okay for you, but it may cost your audience time and effort. So be careful while writing an email. A poorly written subject line could lead to a message being deleted or ignored. The main important thing in email is, when you receive the email, you will see in the inbox the headlines or subject line of your email. So if your email doesn't have proper or specific subject line or professional subject line, so the audience, the receiver may delete it, or they may ignore your email because they think that, oh, it's not important, it's just my time, but it will just take my time only. So I'm not going to read this email. So while writing a subject line to your email message, be specific, because it will give the clue to your reader whether to read, to go through it, or to delete or ignore the email. And the next one is keep your emotion in check when you compose email messages. Flaming can damage relationship and reputation. So while writing an emails, check and control your emotions. So do not be more emotional, because it is not personal communication. You cannot show that much your sorrow, your happiness, your excitement. You can express, but you should be in control. So you should not violate the business etiquette while writing the message and while expressing your emotions. Be professionals and control your emotion. That is very important while writing an email message. Completing email messages is one of the most important steps for this process. It is important to check email address, subject line, and signature, and so on. So when you complete, after writing your email, you should go to the completing step. So at this step, you should think about email address, subject line, and signature. Signature means your signature at the end, your name, your contact address, your phone numbers, your designations, and these other things. When you are ready to distribute your message, pause to verify what you are doing before you click. So before you click the send button, you should take a pause. You should be relaxed for a while, and you check everything before you distribute your email message. So in this way, you can use the 3-step process while writing an email message in a business form. Thank you very much.